What is going on, guys? Dranathor here, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Spellforce the Order of Dawn. As you can see, we have gone around and cleared the entire map, including the base in the middle. We're going to return to Marcia and speak to her. Just as a quick update, we found some of the spider silk from the spiders that were in the bottom left, and we also picked up a couple of the soul stones. I think there's 5 in all, and we've got 2 of them. We also did find the shadow ring, so we will go back and give that to Castigar in Greyfell when we get the chance. But for now, we need to speak to Marcia and speak to Lord Junior.
You have fought valiantly. Excuse me for bringing you into this war, but without your help we would have been lost. I owe you far more than my thanks. Now then, speak. How can I serve you?
Do you know anything about Hokan Ashir?
Hokan Ashir? Indeed I do. He was a mage of the Circle. The greatest necromancer this world has ever seen. A sorcerer as powerful as he was gruesome. He died during the convocation. At least that's what people said.
Who commanded these attacks if Hokan is dead?
We don't know. The undead overran the fortifications into Greyshade Vale. Since then they have been pouring onto our armies like an untiring ocean. Without the Dwarf Guard we wouldn't have held out very long, and only the gods know if Marius and his men in Greyshade Vale are still alive. Somebody must break through to there. We have to know what's happening there.
If this is the only way to find out some more about Hokan, then I will go.
Our prayers will go with you. The south portal, however, is blocked off for you. Too many undead on the other side. You must make your way through the land of the dwarves. Talk to Skarbig, the dwarf blacksmith in the southern Windwall mountains. He will help you. He was always a friend of the humans in the House of Hallett. The journey to their land leads to the southwest. This key will open the gate for you. Good luck.
So the notification that we heard there is more than likely the hunters getting attacked. And we still have to speak to... I don't know if we do. I'm going to speak to Hallett just in case.
Greetings in the name of the House of Hallett.
The undead fought back.
You have proven yourself, Rune Warrior. My people owe you their lives, and I owe you my country. The Order will learn of your valiant deed. As you are on a journey, I will not hold you up with court ceremonies. Take this modest reward, and the eternal gratitude of the House of Hallett.
I assume he means the undead have been fought back. So we get some dark leather pants and a neutron shield. I can't use them. They would be better for Rutger. Malvoran can't use them. So we'll give them to Rutger. Rodgar, even. I can't remember if I went over it. So the heroes, I'm going to go with the 2 priests, a white fighter and a warrior. They have just explained there that we don't want to go... So we push them back to this portal here. If you go through this portal, and I've done it once, I'm not going to do it again. If you go through this portal, there are... I think it's like a line of 8 undead, and then like 8 rows. So it's like 46. I think it's like up to 50 undead that are all, I think, like level 15 to level 20. If you try and go through the portal, you just get instantly killed. Like, instantly. Thinking that I could have gone to this bindstone and teleported, but we will run. As soon as you go through, all of them cast like the death or something like that on you. You just die. I can't remember if I went over it. We did get a couple of the dwarven buildings. We got a quarry, a mine, and a forge. And then we got the militia and the watchman. I believe the militia is close quarters. I think the watchman is ranged. I could be wrong. They might just both be close quarters. The dwarves have quite sort of like simple buildings when you compare them to the humans, who like we got given quite a lot at the beginning. The dwarves, it's just the 3 buildings that you need, because they use stone to build their resources and then iron to build their fighters. We have been told to journey through the land of the dwarves with the key that we have been given. There's like one or two things that I can remember about the Land of the Dwarves, and one of them's like a side quest bit. I will kind of show you it, I think, because he's quite hard to miss. He is a massive giant that's like level 20 something. But we will travel through to the southern Windwalls, looking to proceed into the Grey Dusk Vale and find out who or what has been causing these undead attacks. So I think, from what I remember, the Windwall Mountains is one of those kind of like RPG maps where you use your heroes. We have this level 6 goblin who thinks he's amazing, and thinks he can stand a chance against us. It may even level us up to 13, but we will hit this guy with our frost staff. We get given both of his daggers, which can be really helpful dependent. Here you can see the Land of the Dwarves will activate and get our heroes building. I think we may as well destroy the small hut. I don't think anything spawns from it. As far as I remember, this map is one of those RPG-like ones. I don't think you build up your units. There's like mines and things up here, I think, but you physically cannot build anything, as far as I remember. And we need to look for Skarvig, who is, of course, going to be in the city. We'll just build our heroes just so we've got them. We're actually doing quite a lot of damage to these small huts. I don't think this can ever create a spawn, but we'll destroy it just because we can. I think we can walk straight on up. I don't think we have to speak to Ragnar. He gives us a side quest, so I think he gives us a side quest. Either that or he might just tell us to leave. It's one of the two. Hopefully it's the side quest that he gives us, rather than just telling us to, you know, get out of here.
Welcome here, human. I advise you to travel on rapidly.
Okay, or he just tells us to get out of here.
Here and do business in our town. But as long as you have nobody to vouch for you, you will find little friendliness among our people. And one more thing. In the south of our land, there is a giant wreaking havoc. If you see him, better run back to town.
Okay, so yeah, he tells us to get lost. But we'll still walk into their town, because we know the people of Hallett. So yeah, here's the mines down here. This guy has a side quest. We also need to look for the liquor for one of the side quests. Some dwarven brandy, which I imagine one of the merchants will have. Is it Skarvig we were looking for?
Let's go.
These are, as you can see, all of the dwarf buildings. Let's go grab this bindstone. So there's not too many of them. They've got a couple that are the headquarters. A couple that are the same, like 2 small headquarters. I think there's like 2 forges.
On my adventure. Forwards.
There is a human here, which is interesting. But we're going to speak to Skarvig and see what we can do. As you can see, there's Chlorippers. An assassin. Could be interesting.
A human. My brothers are not very fond of your kind. They call me Skarvig. I'm one of the blacksmiths here. I have always actually liked the humans until that lordling arrived.
Let's see if he'll vouch for me.
I need someone to vouch for me, Master Skarvig.
Oh, you perhaps think I don't have a grudge against your blood? Lording Joshua's cowardice kindles the same fury in me as it does in my brothers. But conflict only leads to defeat. If you wish to reforge the bond, to confront the danger from the east, then let it not fail because of any stubbornness on our part. You make a decent, upright impression. You're not a weakling like that Joshua. You have fire burning in your eyes. Very well, I will vouch for you. Don't disappoint me, human.
Well, that was easy.
I have to go to Greyshade Valley.
You can travel about our country as you please, human. These, however, where the land descends into the valley of the Grey Shadow, is closed off behind the gate.
What is the purpose of the gate?
It is meant to protect us from what lurks behind it. Beyond the gate is where the Cold Mark begins, a land as horrible as the icy wind over the mountains.
If this is the only way to get to Greyshade Valley, then I want to take it.
The guard at the gate to the Cold Mark only obeys the commands of our Thane Scout. You will need his permission to move on farther to the east.
Okay. Even though it's not, I think, like, mandatory to the story, I'm still going to ask about turning away from the humans because it's interesting.
Why did your people turn away from the humans?
Joshua, the son of the Lord of the Helites, covered himself with shame. He betrayed Herger, his blood brother in battle. He ran away and abandoned Herger to face certain death. Ask our Thane Scout. It was his decision to cancel our bond with the humans, for Herger was his son.
I won't worry about the Blood Brotherhood and things like that. We need to speak to Skeld. Hopefully it's as easy as it was speaking to that guy and we say, hey buddy, can you open the gate? And he'll be like, yeah, sure, and then open the gate. Don't think it'd be that easy though.
Go, human. Your kind is unwanted here.
I come to you on the recommendation of Master Scarvig. I need your help.
Scarvig. Very well, I shall listen to you, but be brief.
Urgent business leads me to the east.
The east is a tomb. The tomb of my son. That route will remain closed to you.
What happened?
It was the cowardice of a human, lordling Joshua. He abandoned my son, Herger. The bond between humans and dwarves is severed.
The humans of Stonewell trusted in that alliance. If I don't make it to the east, then you will be facing open war. How many must die before your rage subsides?
Lordling Joshua must face his destiny, and either die like his brother in blood, or avenge that death. Only a deed like that can restore the bond. Do you understand?
Then I will convince Joshua to face his enemy in the Cold Mark once again.
Under those conditions, I would allow the eastern gate to be open for you. The Lordling has crept away to hide somewhere south of the city. Find him. Make sure that the dragon that killed my son meets his end. Herger's helmet shall serve as evidence that it has been accomplished.
I'm not going to ask what happened to his son because the dragon killed him. Seems kind of obvious. So there's a giant that wanders around here. That I think is like level 25 or something like that. So we have to look for Joshua to avenge the death of his son. Do you want to move, Scarvig? Yeah, cheers. Avenge the death of... I can't even remember if they said his name. Hervig? We have to find Hervig's helmet to prove that Joshua killed the dragon. So we can either... I think it gives us a choice. Like, we can either just get Joshua killed, or we can fight the dragon, find the helmet, and say that Joshua did it. I think. I can't fully remember. Just while we're running, light combat arts, piercing weapons are 4 and 7. Why are they so different? Can anyone use them? You can use one. 5 to 9, 8 to 10, 5 to 10. Let's do 115 of poison, 110 of pestilence.
Quickly now.
So you got minotaurs and a chest.
Yes.
The majority of stuff here is quite easy to kill.
At arms, men.
It's like level 5, level 6, so we shouldn't really struggle with anything. Apart from the giant, which is like level 20 odd. He's a bit difficult.
Into battle we beware. Let's go. Forwards.
There's these guys who give you side quests, which I won't worry about for now, but I will grab them at some point as I'm playing. I think the giant wanders down like this area down here. I can't remember if the beasts, like these claw rippers and things, have a camp. As I said, I'm pretty sure that there isn't a monument on this map, apart from the hero one. Whether or not the hero one is the one that makes the spawn appear, I'm not sure. There's a bindstone here, and there's, I think, a portal up here.
Here.
Yeah, they have spawned.
Into battle we go.
There's Joshua. Maybe there is a monument.
Here.
Yep.
Quickly now. For the order.
Maybe there is, and I'm just remembering incredibly wrong.
Follow me.
They're gonna move these guys out. I'm gonna go explore a little bit. Let's kill these claw rippers.
For our near.
They're everywhere.
My guess would be, if there is a monument, it's here, but I thought this was a portal. From these, they drop the beast mains, which we can either go back to the elf that was in Eloni, and we can sell it there, or we can just sell it to a merchant.
An enemy attack.
I think I do intend to go back to Eloni and sell them.
Quickly now.
The white tubling is just a miscellaneous item.
Now.
I think you use it for some parts of the quest,
Into battle we go.
of a quest even.
An enemy attack.
Hold on, men. Stay for 3 men. To adventure.
I'll come in and destroy the camp down here. Then speak to Joshua.
An enemy attack.
That's war cry, which would be handy.
We're under attack.
So we should, like, really rip through these guys. The Ripper.
Reinforce the defense.
Let's heal him. Put down a greater healing as well.
An enemy attack. Hold on, men. Yes. Attack. Stay with me, men. Into battle we go.
I may be remembering it completely wrong. No, okay, there's a building up there. Alright.
Attack.
Let's grab all the mains and stuff. What got updated? Maria. Is it Maria that's up here? Yeah.
Yes. Forwards. Attack. For freedom.
On my way.
Let's move a priest over here. Look, this chest. Camo, wasn't it? A bite from.
To the river of souls.
Here. Now. Quickly now.
So yeah, as you can see, even though there was quite a lot there, because of our level, we can just go through it quickly. This is where the giant lives. He sleeps at night, so your best bet is to run around at night. I think this map is one of those that split like 50-50. I think when you get into this area is when you start building.
They're everywhere.
But
Follow me.
for the moment, we're in the kind of like RPG stage. We'll come speak to Joshua because the main threats are dead. See what he has to say for himself, the coward.
Who are you? Did my father send you?
Are you Joshua? I bring you news from the dwarves.
News from the dwarves? Have you come to kill me?
No, the Thane of Windholm is willing to give you a second chance.
You're just wasting your time. I'm no warrior. And I will never be one. Dwarves will never respect me. That much is certain.
You must face your destiny, if only for the sake of the humans your father rules. It is your duty, Lord's son.
But I can't. I shall be accursed. Death or disgrace, it's all the same. My life is forfeited one
What?
way or the other. I shall go.
And I will go with you. We meet at the gate to the east.
Hopefully,
Destiny awaits.
you can't hear the motorbike going on outside.
To adventure.
I will go back through and check, and if I can, I'll slightly alter the sound.
To adventure. Follow me.
We'll kill these guys down here.
Attack.
So once again, I don't think there's like anywhere that alerts them as such. I think once you've got rid of these bits, it's pretty much done and dusted.
They're everywhere.
An enemy attack. For our near. Destiny now. Quickly now.
So we have the Guardian, who tells us not to go up here. Assassins. I think... Do we speak to the Guardian? We'll speak to one of them, we'll see what happens. So essentially, it sounds like we're off to fight a dragon. Don't remember signing up for this. But there's sorcerers, necromancers, assassins.
Here.
Seems like a really good place to go, honestly.
Ah, so it's you.
Take me to the place where Herger died.
You must first command the guard to open the gate.
Why can't you?
I watch over this gate and the horror that it keeps away from us.
What horror?
The horror that once sent our brothers on the other side of this rock hurtling to their death. But I am no bard. Ask in the town if you want to hear stories.
Open the gate.
As you wish. Beware the dangers that lie beyond these rocks. Nobody will hasten to your aid. In this accursed land, only the cold wind will hear your cries. Step through it. The code mark awaits you.
Destiny
Quickly
awaits.
Ah, so it's you.
Take me to the place where Herger died.
It is all the way in the east, on the highest mountain. You'll find it. Go on ahead. I'll follow you.
Was that a cop-out?
I am ready. Let's go.
So all the way to the east, on the highest mountain. So, for these dwarves not liking the humans, they do things that I ask pretty quickly.
On my command.
Like, Chappy Boy was like, yeah, I'll vouch for you, sure, whatever. And now this guy's like, yeah, I'll open a gate,
To
sure.
adventure. Forwards.
Assassins.
Now. Quickly now. Attack. Close the ranks.
I think up here, actually, is another hero monument, just in case any of your heroes get killed. I can't remember if Joshua can die or not. I don't think he can. I think it happens with, like, any NPC. If they get low health, they just run away.
Forwards. Attack.
This is all a bit rude.
Attack. They're everywhere.
Let's do a berserk. Actually, I wanted to do a war cry, but sure. I think with these guys, if you kill the necromancers, all of their skeletons just die. Yeah. So we just go after the necromancers.
At arms, men. Follow me. Forward.
We'll come up here, because I vaguely remember there being like a chest or something.
Quickly now. Attack.
I could be completely wrong. I'm completely wrong.
Forward. For our near.
Hold on, man.
At arms.
So you don't find out until like a lot later in the game, but these units are actually the Dark Elf units.
Go.
You do eventually
Adventure. At
gain
arms,
control of
men.
them. Not gain control of like these units in particular, but you do eventually.
Men.
Just a priest that can use a bow.
Reinforce the defense.
Should have looked into that. Probably be better to have her using a bow in all honesty.
Yes. At arms, men.
So as I was saying, these guys are Dark Elf units
Now.
that you don't gain control of these units in particular, but you do end up using Dark Elves, as you can see from here. So this gives you like a little bit of a teaser of the units that you'll be using.
Quickly now. Now. Let's go.
I was going to look, and it's Naomi. Do I have a bow she can use? I do not.
Quickly now. For freedom.
The other portals here, not portals, sorry, monument.
Enemies beware. Follow me. At arms, men.
Back! We must drive them back.
Now.
I will capture it, just to make sure. Actually, I think it's there. Either way, let's go kill these.
Hold on, men. At arms, men. It's an attack.
So yeah, targeting the Necromancer makes sense because it kills the skeletons too.
Follow me.
I think this bit just leads to possibly a dead end. Maybe it leads like around. Goblins. Leads to a chest. Potentially more spiders down here.
At arms, men.
Just make sure the heroes don't get killed.
Into battle we go.
Hold on, man.
An enemy
Slap
attack.
down a war cry.
Right away.
Stay
Send
with
them
me,
to the
men.
river of salt.
Here.
Reinforce the defenses. Who calls?
I am ready. To adventure.
So even though Joshua isn't one of our units, he does get affected by the war cry,
Attack.
which is helpful. Because it's a little bit more damage that can be done.
Reinforce the defenses.
Into battle we go.
Hold on, man.
But
Quickly now. We're under attack. Let's go. To adventure.
just looking at the time, I know the next bit does take on a little bit of time, so what I'm going to do is cut this here before we get too in-depth. I think these are the spiders, so we'll come back and do these later. We will continue up this way, loop back round and go get the monument, I think, although it might not be worth it now at this point. What I might do is loop back round, get the monument, come back to here, and then continue from next time. But that is all for this part. As always, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.